This is the Special Collections Division.
There is extra special security in here.
Truth, justice, and the American way. And correct comics organization.
Well, Special Collections is where the University Library holds its rare books.
Sometimes the physical artifact of a book is important to keep.
The first true American cookbook is preserving a part of our past. And this was done in the late 19th century. And they're beautiful for the information inside of them.
These are both first editions. There's Adventures of Huckleberry Finn and there's Adventures of Tom Sawyer.
To be part of preserving important books, to me, is one of the finest things that an individual can do.
My job is to organize one of the world's biggest collections of comic books.
Captain America. When I get a chance to buy, I figure, okay, let's fill it in. And I buy everything I can. Here's the Hulk.
The comic books are part of who we are.
And that's spring 1941.
And is part of our heritage, part of our culture.
Horror comics from the 1950s.
And they can show a great deal about who we are.
Amazing Heroes.
Comic books are something that most people remember through their whole lives. It's a kind of reading that's been lifelong.
Will Eisner was one of the first graphic novelists.
I'd like to emphasize that our collection is a global collection.
To get in one place 200,000 comic books from all over the world is something that's unparalleled.
There's books here in the library that you can only find in Mexico.
We have Korean comics, French comics, German comics, Mexican comics. It's global in nature.
We have up to 40,000 comic books from other countries.
Lucky Luke. In this case, we're preserving this literary form in its worldwide expression. Here's a big popular one called Buddy Longway. We have scholars travel from all over the world to read our comics. Desperate Dan.
The comic art collection in particular, as well as all the other collections within the Russell Nye Popular Culture collections, are not necessarily what university libraries traditionally collected.
University libraries were very slow to start collecting them because they weren't things that teachers were assigning.
MSU understood some 30, 40 years ago that the stuff of everyday life was important to collect and preserve as well.
And almost everything I do, or that I've done for the last 30 years, is being done for the first time in a library.
So as a result of that, we think we have one of the finest collections now of this material.
Almost feel like a pioneer. We have quite a few of those expensive glamour issues, key issues, you call them. There's an old Superboy.
Every year or so, some major museum will send us its documentation and a request for this, that, or the other thing. Wonder Woman's been out twice now. Maybe 3 times, I don't quite remember.
When a scholar comes in and asks for an American comic book, we have over 2/3 of what they ask for.
It's rather touching to see these students ask for comics and then look at them in our reading room.
No, most people think it's a really cool job, and a lot of people would like the job.
It's a great joy to see them use it and appreciate what we do here and what Michigan State University has done for them by providing these books.